What is going on YouTube? It's your boy CR21 coming back with a review here, man. SmackDown tonight from November 6th, 2020. You already know how we do. From the Amway Center, you know, the Thunderdome hosting the show tonight. Your boy was in the Thunderdome. Let me know if you saw me. But yeah, man, I thought this show was good. It had a pretty jam-packed card. So yeah, man, let's just get straight into it because a lot of things happen on this show, things that actually you care for. So you know, when we get something like that, you know it was a good show. So yeah, man, if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to drop me a like. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, man, let's get into it. So man, this SmackDown started off red hot, man. I was so hyped up. I'm like, wait, what? We started off with the SmackDown Women's Championship match. I was so confused at first. I thought it was going to be the main event. It should have. But hey, we got it to start off SmackDown. We got the match. Not a lot of people are going to complain. But look, man, you're getting Sasha Banks versus Bayley on free national TV. Stop complaining. Just watch the match because you know it's going to be good. And this was a good way, man, to end the show, to start the show. Wherever part this was going to be on the show, it delivered. It was a good 30-minute match, something I really wanted to see. Just a regular match of them going at it. And yeah, man, this was actually very good. I was so worried that I thought Bayley was going to take the title. Look, I like Bayley, but I want Sasha this time to have a long reign. And she already got a check because this is the first time she actually successfully defended her title. So props to Sasha. She finally did it. I mean, it's about time. And the match was good. I think it was like the third best match they had. I think first was their Hell in a Cell and NXT one. So this is the fourth best match I'm going to say that they had out of all the five. And yeah, that was a good way to start off the show. And let's get to the next part of the show. But then after that, Sasha Banks is celebrating. And then out of nowhere, a pretty good looking super kick by Carmella. So she's making her return. In my video I did about Carmella, I did say that when Carmella comes back, I know that her feud was going to be with Sasha. And look, I predicted it. I thought it was pretty cool. The moment was huge. And I was glad to have Carmella back. Very underrated. So I would definitely love to see this match. Now that it's going to be different now that Sasha's a face and Carmella's a heel. So I'm very looking forward to it. I do like her new ring attire. If that's going to be her new ring attire, I think it looks pretty dope. More legit. And yeah, so that was all a good way. It was like 30 minutes of madness, craziness, awesomeness. What else can you say? Next, we had a pretty good looking segment with Jayusa and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman and Kevin Owens. I thought this was funny. So first you see Jayusa with coffee. Then Kevin Owens comes in here, start making jokes like, oh, now you're going to hang Roman this, you know, you're going to make his coffee and all that type of stuff. And Jayusa got mad at it and everything. And basically, when Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman came out, he's like, how dare you let Kevin Owens do that to our family? Because if you disrespect one, you disrespect all. So that was basically to set up Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens. And then Roman Reigns said that he needed to speak with Adam Pearce. So when he did, the match was made announced for the main event. So then after that, we got Rey Mysterio and Murphy coming out. Well, before that, we had King Corbin versus Rey Mysterio in a qualifying match for the men's SmackDown Survivor Series team. I thought the match was pretty good. I know a lot of people are gonna hate on it, complaining like, oh, King Corbin, 20-minute match, too long. Look, I get it, but this match, a lot of things happened. So you're not even gonna talk about the match because not only was the match pretty decent, it wasn't bad. Come on, you can't say it was the worst thing in the world. I thought it was pretty good. And then King Corbin won, so that was good. And basically with the help of Rollins and all that type of stuff. But then Murphy and Aaliyah comes out, and I was so invested in what's gonna happen right now. And no, basically they just distracted Rey Mysterio and just mixed up a lot of things. Then Rollins gets beat up and all that type of stuff. And yeah, King Corbin just wins the match. So I thought that was all pretty cool. It's basically like everybody caused Rey Mysterio, basically. I mean, right? Like Rollins, Murphy, Aaliyah, they all basically caused Rey Mysterio in a way. So, hey, it is what it is. King Corbin advances, so that's good to see. So then we got Riot versus Natalya versus Zelena Vega. A triple threat match for the winner to qualify for the women's team. Thought this match, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was like whatever, you know, it was like quick 7-minute match. A couple good spots though with the sharpshooter and everything. The finish though was kind of weird. So basically Natalya hit Zelena with the sharpshooter, and then out of nowhere Riot comes in and hits her submission, and then Natalya lets go, and then Zelena just taps out. So Riot stole the win. Thought it was cool, you know, seeing her win, but I really wanted Zelena to win because she's very underrated, deserves this spot more. But hopefully they have a last chance like thing for the team, and then Zelena can win. But whatever, all you need to know is that Riot is on the team, which I think is alright. Then we had Otis versus Seth Rollins in a men qualifying match for the men's team. This match, it was actually very good. It was entertaining though. If you don't call it good, you have to say it was entertaining. Otis was actually being very funny in this match. And Rollins low-key put over like crazy. He put Otis over like crazy. Like he was taking control of the whole match. Like Rollins basically had no offense. So out of nowhere Murphy comes out. He was standing there for like 5 minutes. And then he doesn't know what to do to help Otis, to help Rollins. And I guess it's basically he turns heel again, and then he joins back with Rollins and helps Rollins win the match. So Rollins on the team. Obviously, I'm good with it. But then it was so confusing because now I'm thinking to myself, what is going to happen here? Is Murphy just trolling them? I do think so. I don't think they're going to turn Murphy a heel again. It doesn't make sense. Like, they just had a match too. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tease. I did like the moment though. And we'll see where they go from there, because then when we went to the back, it was basically Rollins saying that Murphy finally saw the light again. Then Murphy kept saying heel, Messiah, and all that type of stuff, you know, Messiah, disciple. Then Aaliyah comes out, she gets mad, pushes him. Every time Aaliyah comes out every week, it's like she improves her character, which I like. And yeah, and then Murphy just says, you know, you gotta trust me, I'm doing this for the greater good. That was a good line by Murphy, that was exactly what he said. So let's see what happens. The one thing I do appreciate from SmackDown is I'm always invested and can't wait for the following week. Main event time, yes sir, you already know. We had Jayusa versus Kevin Owens, a very entertaining match. I thought it was a pretty good match, but the ending actually was shocking. So Paul Heyman basically comes out with like 5 minutes left of TV time. That was funny, you know, Paul Heyman is always funny. And Jey Uso gets serious and everything. It's like, yeah, am I impressing you and all that stuff? It's like, is this enough for the family? And Jey Uso won. The funny thing is though, that Roman Reigns' theme song hit, and then Jey Uso hit Kevin Owens with a low blow. I thought that was all cool. And then he hit him with the kick, the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso wins the match. Stands tall with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman laughing in the background, with Kevin Owens laid in defeat. So yeah, that was SmackDown for today's show. I thought it was an awesome show. I gotta be honest with y'all, SmackDown has just been amazing. Like, damn, yo, SmackDown, man, in the Thunderdome has been lit. I'm not even kidding with y'all. Like, in the PC, SmackDown was stressful. In the Thunderdome is awesome. Then you want more. I'd rather see SmackDown for 3 hours than Raw for 3 hours. That's all I gotta say. Bottom line. And yeah, man, thank you guys for watching this review. You told me to give this show a rating. I'll give it a solid... I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Because I really did think it was a good show. And yeah, man, it's been my pleasure. And I'm out.